Welcome to the AJ Sports Show, and today I'm going to give you my instant reaction to the final of Indiana versus Notre Dame, and then I'll quickly preview the rest of the games of this weekend. So Indiana, Notre Dame. Notre Dame kind of jumped on Indiana from the start. After some exchange of interceptions, Notre Dame scores first on a 98-yard run by Jeremiah Love. Then Indiana just doesn't get it going on offense, and Notre Dame makes it 14-0 in the second quarter, and pretty much at that point, Notre Dame is in full control. Indiana did not get going offensively till the fourth quarter. At that point, it was just too late. Riley Leonard had a pretty decent day throwing the ball. 23 out of 32 completions, 201 yards, a touchdown pass, and an interception. Curtis Rourke, 22 out of 33 completions, 215 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. The major difference was the running game. Indiana had 63 yards on the ground. Notre Dame had 193 on the ground. Notre Dame was in full control the entire game. So Notre Dame will move on to face Georgia. And I would think Georgia would win if Carson Beck's playing, but Gunnar Stockton will make the start of that game. And he did kind of held his own against Texas, but we'll have to just find out. Indiana's season's over. Their best season in school history is in the books. Not how Indiana wanted to end, but it is the best season in school history by a long shot. What's the other one? 1967? Yeah, the best season in program history. So we'll get to the Saturday playoff games. SMU versus Penn State. I think Penn State will win this game. Penn State will just control the line of scrimmage the whole way, and I just think Penn State will win this one easily. I think it could be close in the first half, but by late third quarter, I expect Penn State to run away with this game. Now, Clemson and Texas. I actually think this game will be neck and neck. Cade Klubnik has had a very good season. Clemson's offense, although inconsistent at times, has been decent. In Texas, has been very good. Their only 2 losses are to Georgia. I think Texas wins. I think it's going to be a 28-24 kind of a game. It's going to be back and forth. I think Clemson's good enough to hang in there with Texas in this game. But at the end of the day, Texas is going to close this out. In your night game, Tennessee, Ohio State at Columbus. I'm actually going Tennessee upset. I just think Tennessee is just going to come and play hungry. They're going to be a hungrier team. They're going to want it more. And they have enough talent to knock Ohio State off. And that's what I think is going to happen. I think Tennessee is going to knock Ohio State off. And in a hypothetical scenario, if Tennessee wins against Ohio State, how secure is Ryan Day's job? Not very secure. So that's going to be college football's playoff games for tomorrow, or when I'm recording this, you're going to hear this the day when those games happen, so later today. So today's games of the NFL on this Saturday day, Texans and Chiefs. It looks like Mahomes will be cleared to start. I don't think it should matter that much. I think Kansas City should win this game. Texans are 9-5, but they've not played good football. They've already clinched the division, but they're losing a wild card round to Baltimore. The Ravens are going to knock them off. I just don't see the Texans even win. Hell, let's say Denver gets the 5th seed, or the Chargers get the 5th seed. Either way, I think Texas is losing to any 3 of those. They're just not that good this season, and I was high on the Texans. I had the Texans win 12 games. I had Stroud as the MVP, but that is clearly not happening. I think the Chiefs take care of business. They'll beat Houston. Steelers and the Ravens. Now, Watt's going to be out for this one. It's so hard to pick the Ravens, especially with Lamar Jackson against the Steelers, because Lamar Jackson has struggled against Pittsburgh. I think Ravens are going to win in an ugly game. It's going to be a 2017 kind of low scoring game. All the defenses are going to command this game. I'm going with Baltimore. Then the 1 o'clock slot for Sunday, Titans versus the Colts. I think the Colts will win this one. It's going to be an ugly game. Every Colts game has been ugly much of this season, and it's going to be no different. I think Indianapolis will win this one. The Giants and the Falcons. Michael Penix Jr. is going to make his first career start. Kirk Cousins got benched. He has not looked good in the last 2 months. Just doesn't seem like he's recovering from that Achilles injury. Even with Michael Penix Jr. starting, I think the Falcons will win this one. They're just a better team. Penix, I will have a good debut. He'll have like 270 yards, probably 2 touchdowns. He'll have a good debut. Lions versus the Bears. Even with all the injuries with this Lions team, no David Montgomery. They lost more than half of their defense. Good amount of their backups are on injured reserve too. I still think that the Lions are going to win this one. They're just a better team. The Bears are just dead. It's clear that the Bears have checked themselves out over the last month. So Lions will improve to 13-2. Bengals taking on the Browns in Cincinnati. I think the Bengals will win this one. They're going to dominate. The Browns are not a good team at all. I mean, there's very few good players over there left. And the Bengals will flex their offensive might against Cleveland, even though the Bengals' defense is atrocious. Rams against the Jets at MetLife. Rams will win this one. And this game's probably going to be ugly. 17-13, 23-16 kind of game. Rams' offense has been solid. The Jets' season's been a train wreck. And you have more stories coming out with Woody Johnson. Woody Johnson rejects the trade because of a Madden rating. Yeah. There's an entire article about it. You might want to look that up. But yeah, Rams will beat the Jets. Eagles taking on the Commanders. I think the Eagles will win this one. Commanders are a good team, but they're not on the level of the Eagles. And right now the Eagles they're just playing how they want to play. Just ground and pound with Saquon, couple QB runs with Jalen Hurts, especially the goal line, hitting with your free weapons of Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert. Eagles are going to win this game. And plus their defense is being revamped. Cardinals, Panthers. I'm going to say the Cardinals will win this one. Cardinals are such an unpredictable team. One week they'll play very well. The next week they'll just lay an egg. So I'm picking Arizona for that one. Now we get to the 4 o'clock slots. Vikings versus Seahawks. Man, Geno Smith's banged up. And because Geno Smith's banged up and Sam Howell may start, I'm going to pick the Vikings. If Geno Smith did not get hurt against Green Bay, I would say the Seahawks will kind of sneak a win. But just with that uncertainty, I think the Vikings will take advantage. Vikings will improve to 13-2. Patriots against the Bills in Buffalo. This will not be a contest. Bills will just put a whoop on the Patriots. Jaguars, the Raiders in Las Vegas. I'm going to pick the Jaguars. The Raiders are just that miserable. They're just that dead. Dolphins and the 49ers at Miami. I'm going to pick the Dolphins. The Niners just haven't got it going. They never really got it going this season. And the Dolphins will probably win this one like 31-20. Even though the Dolphins struggle against winning teams.